What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Poles and Podiums podcast. I am Richard, your host, as always, bringing you the latest and greatest in motorsports information, topics, opinions, and data. So, today we're going to be jumping back into our F1 Academy team and driver series to bring you the next team in that series. So, this week we're going to be covering Rodin Motorsports. Rodin also sponsors 3 different drivers in the F1 Academy series, and we're going to go through some stats, data, and information on each one of those drivers. So the first driver that we're going to be covering today is Jessica Edgar. So Jessica Edgar is part of a racing family. She's initially been racing karts since 2010. She moved up to the GB4 series in 2022, which was her first full season of racing in single seaters. She ended up finishing that season with a 7th place overall, and she scored points in every single round, achieving a finish of 2nd at Oulton Park. So Oulton Park is one of my all-time favorite tracks. I absolutely love that circuit. She's consistent. To be able to score points every single race of the season shows that you have a level of consistency that is required for motorsports, so I can't wait to see where she goes. So she's definitely a promising rookie. Last year in her rookie campaign for F1 Academy, she had 4 podiums and ended the season with her maiden win, and it helped her secure 8th in the driver standings for last season. So her partner and sponsor for her 2024 F1 Academy campaign is American Express. So she drives the American Express car. So Jessica Edgar has a total of 49 races in her career. She has 1 win, 5 podiums, 1 pole position, and 1 fastest lap award. So she's got some accolades. She's got some pace to her. She is currently 8th in the FIA F1 Academy Championship with 18 points. So the second driver that we're going to cover that drives for Rodin Motorsports is Lola Lovenfoss. Lola is a French driver who has started out in her karting career in 2018. She has since stepped up into single seaters. She did race in Spanish Formula 4 in 2021 and in 2022. So the French driver has accumulated plenty of experience on some of the same tracks that she's going to be seeing in F1 Academy. These aren't green tracks to her. She's had years of experience driving on some of these same circuits that she's going to be performing at. So we expect to see some better results than what she's unfortunately been able to bring to the table so far. Lola drives the Charlotte Tilbury car, and she, again, is sponsored by Rodin. Her career, she has 62 races started, and has a total of 4 podiums. She is currently 13th in the championship with only 5 points. She's another driver that's had some rough luck with contact and issues with bumping cars with some of the other drivers in some of the races that she's had so far. So hopefully she can clean that form up and get herself up onto a podium and show what she's really made of to accelerate her motorsports career. So the last driver from Rodin that we are going to cover today is Miss Abby Pulling. She is the female force to be reckoned with in motorsports right now, in my humble and personal opinion. She joined the W Series midway through the 2021 campaign. So Abby is not the youngest driver on the grid. She's a 21-year-old British driver. She's been racing in cars since 2018. She has a lot of experience, and she has a lot of success. She achieved 6th place in her debut in British Formula 4, and that's impressive. Again, these are not female-only series. These are the same series that the rest of these F1 drivers are coming up through to get to where they're at in their current seats. She joined the W Series midway through the 2021 campaign and then returned for a follow-up the next year where she secured P4 in the standings by the end of the season. She became a full-time member of the Alpine Academy in 2023 and earned 7 podiums in F1 Academy and a top 5 finish last year. This year, she had a dominant sweep of the Miami Grand Prix. If you didn't catch that race, you should definitely go back and watch it. There were two of them for the weekend. She went pole position to P1 in both of them. Completely dominated the field. What I think was the most impressive was that right after that weekend, she went back to race in British Formula 4 and became the first woman ever to win a race in British Formula 4. So she is on an upward trajectory. The stock in Abby Pulling is on the rise. This is a driver that you should definitely get behind. Definitely give her your support because she's doing big things. So she's returning to the series with Rodin. She's going to be driving the Alpine car, that classic BWT pink and blue. Abby, in her career, has started 109 races. She has 4 wins, 22 podiums, 4 pole positions, and 8 fastest laps in her career. 3 of these wins are this year. She is definitely on the uptrend, and she is the leader of our current Formula One Academy Championship, standing at 91 points on top of the rest of the pack. Huge fan of Abby Pulling, huge fan of all of these female drivers. Looking forward to seeing them race at the next race weekend. It's still a few weeks out, which is why we're trying to give you the information on these drivers in between now and then, kind of fill the gap, bring you back up to speed on who they are, what they've brought to the table so far, and what you can expect to see from them and who to root for in the upcoming races for the rest of the season. So we want to thank you guys again for all of your subscriptions. Thank you guys for your views and all of your support. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you're on audio, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you guys. Tune in next time. You guys have a great day.